in an age of lawlessness and despair. The empire of man lay in ruins, torn asunder by civil war, and racked by famine and plague. Desperate, unscrupulous men deserted the temples of their fathers and gathered in forbidden cults, seeking the favor of the dark gods. And so it was, in the year 2301, that a Kurgan warlord named Asavar Kul united the savage tribes of the Chaos Wastes and made war upon the realms of men. The invaders entered the distant northern kingdom of Kislev and sacked its largest city, Prague. They sacrificed its people to their dark gods, and any who managed to flee were driven into the freezing wilderness. The Empire seemed powerless to stop the Chaos Horde, and many feared that the end of the world was at hand. But in the Empire's darkest hour, a nobleman from the south named Magnus rallied the people of the Empire to resist the invaders, uniting the warring Elector Counts in the process. The Imperial Army marched to the rescue of the Kislevite capital, fighting Kul's army in a massive battle outside the city walls. Joined by mighty heroes from all across the land, Magnus defeated Kul in single combat, and the Chaos Horde was scattered to the winds. Blessed by the gods and heralded as the true Emperor, Magnus returned to Nuln in triumph. But even as the old world celebrated Magnus's victory, the dark gods were planning their revenge.
Hi guys, John again with another video. This is Warhammer Chaosbane, and it came out on Tuesday on the Xbox One. This is recorded off, and I think it's on the PS4 and PC as well. Sorry about the long narrative on the game, and there's more to come.
As a young dwarf in the great city of Karazakara,
It's it's probably the worst part of the game that I found so far is the start of it, the intro bit. Like, it seems to go on and on forever, but once the game actually starts, it's not bad at all. How can I say, it's very Diablo-esque.
Along with your
But
father and your younger brothers, you left
I've played
marching eagerly to war.
at the end of this video,
It wasn't long before you
single
were in the
player,
thick of the fight, trapped
and
inside the
then
city of Kislev.
I
You and your kin fought fiercely against the Chaos
had my
Horde.
friend, two other gamers, Phil, joined me, and we played multiplayer for about an hour afterwards. I didn't record that. I think that he did,
It was the dwarfs who
but
led the counterattack
I forgot
that
to record
drove
it,
the
so
enemy back and saved the day. Your
so
fearlessness in
hopefully
battle earned you the name Axebiter, and the Kislevites hailed you as a hero. But the more you tasted of glory, the more you began to crave it. When Magnus's army arrived outside the city, your thirst for immortal fame ended in tragedy. Leading a force of 300 dwarfs, you tried to fight your way out of the city to join the Imperials and fight Kul's army together. It was a deed worthy of legend, but not even Grimnir himself could have fought his way through so vast a horde. Your reckless charge was driven back at a bitter cost. Half of the valiant dwarfs that had followed you were slain, including your father and all of your brothers. Racked with guilt over the deaths of your kin, you swore powerful oaths of vengeance against the dark powers. And so you chose the path of the Slayer, seeking redemption through a glorious death in battle. When the final battle outside the city walls began, you went forth alone to find Asavar Kul and challenge him to single combat. You carved a bloody path through the enemy, reaching the Chaos Lord in time to see him fall to Magnus and his knights. After the battle, you accepted an invitation from Magnus to join his retinue and return with him to Nuln. As far as you were concerned, the new Emperor owed you a glorious death, and with many of Asavar-Kul's champions still alive, you could be sure Magnus would not lack for foes. It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark magic, treachery, and war. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds, and across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack!
What's all that noise? Best take a look.
And so it begins. As you can see, it's it reminds me a bit of Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's Gate, yeah, the first one, yeah, and Diablo as well. Some people say it's like Diablo 2, but I've never played that, so I can't really comment on that. On the subject of Baldur's Gate, I don't know if you guys knew, there is a combi pack of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 believed to be coming out in September. I think on the PS4, I'm not sure about the other consoles. And there's some other titles from the creators of that, Neverwinter Night, or I can't remember the names of them. They're due out a bit later on. And there was a teaser trailer yesterday for Baldur's Gate 3, so for fans of these sort of games, it's looking good for us. And this is my first ever go on the game as well, so
Sigma, you're here. There's monsters
you see me making
everywhere.
mistakes, that's
The
why.
tower's being overrun. I know, exhilarating, isn't it? No, where's Magnus? Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
You can see by the inventory it's very similar to Diablo. Your game starts off very slow. Probably the length of this video, I was like thinking, well, I don't know, done the right thing getting it. But when you get a little bit further then after that, especially if you play multiplayer, it really opens the game up. It's a lot of fun. And as your character starts to develop and the loot gets better, and it just, you know, it's alright, it's quite good. Diablo fans I probably will like it. People like me who played Diablo 3 a fair bit, you know, you would probably appreciate this game. It's a little bit on the dear side, yes, maybe for what it is so far, but as I said, the more you get into it, the better the game becomes. How can I say? From an outsider now, it looks like, oh, okay, there's nothing special about this. But as you get into it and the loot develops, the story develops, it's quite intriguing. I managed to pick this up for £37, which is fairly cheap. But it's usually, I think, around the £40-odd mark, which I would say is a bit dear for it myself, but each to their own. And I also read yesterday that there's a Darksiders game coming out, which is similar in design to this again, but from what my mate told me, it's not loot based, so but otherwise the look of the game and gameplay looks similar. I think it's Darksiders Genesis it's called.
There's only one thing to do. Roaring a battle oath, you ready your axe and charge! By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room, but these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors, led by none other than the infamous Heinrich Voss. You are under arrest for the murder of the Emperor Magnus, Voss declares. You try to tell him about the sorceress, but Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, dwarf, Voss threatens. We will have the truth from you one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! Teclis, Lawmaster of the High Elves, regards Voss coldly. Raggy Axebiter has told you the truth, he said. It is you who have refused to listen. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. No one outside this room must know what happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him.
So the cutscenes are a lot less now after this.
We must confront the
and
that has taken root in Nuln and expose its secret master.
I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, if you're watching my videos regular and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you did, because we were 8 away from 200 subs at the moment. I know it's not a huge amount compared to my main channel, which is on 108,000 subs, but still, I appreciate every single sub. And to be honest, having this game channel helps me de-stress from the stress of running the main channel, if you know what I mean, because that is can be extremely stressful, especially now that it's demonetized and it's not looking like it's ever going to be monetized again, the way things are looking. So again, I got a Patreon channel. If you want to support us that way, you can, if you can afford to. But please don't if you cannot, because it makes it worse for me. Like people starting Patreon and then they don't see it through. It mucks up the whole system for me. And the link is in the channel links and on my main channel. and just ordered a green screen. It's coming, supposed to be next week. It's more for my other channel, but I will be using it on this as well. I plan to a little bit. So when I work it all out, because I'm getting the green screen first, and I haven't got the lighting yet, so I'm just seeing how it works out, the lighting, and because it's quite a cost, and then get the lighting after. It'll probably be a few weeks before I'm fully up and running with it. Yeah, so for Baldur's Gate, Diablo fans, you'll love this game, definitely, but maybe it's a little bit dear. Maybe wait for it to come down, you know. If you want to go for the price I got it, message me, and I will try and point you in the right direction to get that. Otherwise, maybe, depends how much of a fan you are, maybe wait for it to drop the price a bit, because, you know, games these days drop quite quick, don't they? So, I'm not sure what the price is on the PC. It might be a lot cheaper on PC, I don't know. As I say, when you get into this game, it is a great game. Very good.
Fight!
So like Diablo, once, not that I showed it on the screen then, but once you get loot which is higher ranked than what you got, it comes up in green to show you stats, improvement and stuff. You also got like Vault, again like Diablo, which you unlock later on in the game. I'm not sure if it's level 10 or level 11, I can't remember now. That's still stuff I haven't unlocked, because I'm only up to level 11 at the moment. Can't see my screen now because it's quite small when recording this. I think it's level 1 now I'm on this recording, but...
Return to the fight.
Yeah, I find the gameplay quite easy. I'm on regular setting. There is an easier setting again, but I find it quite easy so far. But I have read that, especially chapter 2, it gets a lot more challenging. It's just me looking, seeing what's going on. Yeah, in the early levels, I'm not sure if it's every level or close to every level, you unlock another like power. As you can see in the bottom left hand screen, you can see the symbols with the like correspond with the Xbox buttons, and that goes right across. One that I unlocked later was called a Blood Fury thing, something, and it's quite hard to fill up. And then you've got left trigger, press it, and it's quite awesome. Get an achievement for that as well. It's quite an awesome thing.
I need to fight. Let's give them a little respite. I lost the blood rush. No! I need more time! I've lost the blood. I need more time. Just another second and I'll crush them all.
I missed that chest. Oh dear. How did I miss it? Oh my god.
Let's give them a little respite.
So if you're still watching now, well done. I know most people don't watch this far, so... But there we go. I still got a new channel, so it is what it is. I must return to the fight. think we're coming to the end of the video. So let me know what you think. If you want to see more of this game, please let me know. Otherwise, until next time, bye for now.
It's done. There's nothing in the tunnels outside the tower except dead men. Plenty of signs that there are more cultists deeper in the sewers, though, or I'm no dwarf.
I do not doubt it. The servants of Nurgle flourish in darkness and filth. Well done. Return to me when you are ready for your next task. There is grim news from the tower. Voss has learned that a large group of Magnus's guardsmen have gone missing.
So? I'd have done the same if that damn sorceress hadn't blasted.
They've been gone too long, Braggy. Either they've gotten lost in the tunnels, or the cultists have cut them off. Someone must go in after them and bring them out.